Good morning. I greet you in the name of Jesus because it is about Him. My emotions were all over the place this morning. They were up, they were down, this way, that way. What I'm going to say. And I always kept coming back. It's not about me, it's about Him. It is always about Him. I was on you all know I was as a Rise Up Kings, and that's maybe something I should share some about. But it's also not about Rise Up Kings. It's still about Him. I did Overcomers courses, and it's not about Overcomers courses. It's about Him. Everything is about Him. And the experience we had, which I think I have a brother here, Aaron Fisher, that was there. And it was an amazing experience. And I want to bless John. I think you're going from what I hear. So I want to encourage you. Just go like this. Use me. And He does God does amazing things. One thing is that I thought about was I can stand up here like this. And I can stand there like this. But I need to look at you like this. And God, He protects you when you open yourself up like this, and you're willing to accept right whatever He wants to give you. We had one of the coaches there. We were taught by Green Berets, people that come from the Army, police officers, and there's no shame. They teach you to face the hard things in your life. They make you crawl. They don't feel bad for you. They don't care about your feelings. They care about you. And that's what it's about. It's about who are you. So if you think it's painful standing up here, go to Rise Up Kings sometime and see what happens. It's painful. It is very painful. I thought, yeah, I can go and I can do this. But they teach you that you're literally going to need each other. You're going to need a team around you. And that's how life is. So the first day you get there and they come walking in, they don't care who you are. They don't even know you. But they know that they got a mission there to care for you, and they don't care about your feelings. Because feelings do come and go. So anyway, they get us in line, and we go. We have no idea. We're blindfolded. Okay, what's this all about? And it's not the culture is not necessarily the culture we grow up with, but it is. It gave me a perspective that God cares for everybody. Whether you're here in this culture, that culture doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we all come together as brothers. We hug each other, and we literally need each other. Because I thought the hardest was the first day, but then the second day. And oh my goodness, the third day was hard. So, John, just get ready. Every day is a new day. But the third day, what we did in 2.5 hours, I would have been done in 10 minutes. I could have not done it. But that's why we need each other. And I just think I had to think of life. That's what we need. We need each other to encourage each other, because without encouragement, we kind of feel selfish and we kind of feel like nobody cares. But what are we as Christians on this earth? Why are we here? Why did God bring us here? He brought us here. He brought me here today for a reason. I don't know what He has, but I trust Him. So anyway, I don't know how much time I had. 5 days to share in 5 or 10 minutes. But it was truly an amazing experience. And I think even this morning, so we have a battle buddy. Every guy has a battle buddy, a guy you kind of watch out for, make sure he's in line, and he makes sure you're in line, and that nobody is left behind. So ever since I'm back, I've been in touch with this man every morning, sharing Bible verses. and we encourage each other. He was more of a he's from Illinois. He's physically fit, but he was not as strong in the spiritual side. And I was not physically fit, but maybe stronger in the spiritual side than he is. But he texted me this morning, and he asked for prayer, and I just sent some words of encouragement. And every morning that I send him Bible verses, he said it hits right on. It's exactly what he needed for that day. And then he encourages me. And I don't even know, I would love to see him. And I told him to come again. Like, come to my house sometime. I have this thing for this brother that I was fighting with and for all week long at Rise Up Kings. So I think God takes us to these places and it's painful. I have never been in so much pain in my life. It's not going to be the same for everybody. Some guys are better fit than I was, but truly by the time I got back to the motel at night, I just like fall into bed. And I was so thankful for a brother, Steve Reel, that was with me. We got to share time together. We went down together. But boy, we just flop on our bed and just like, oh, this is the pain is a path, is what it is. If you don't go through pain in your life, you're going to be lukewarm. You're just going to think everybody else has to have it that way too. But once you recognize that pain has its purpose and it's good, it helps you. The pain actually helps you. When we were down, which we have one extra day than what John and them would have. We have that fourth day. That was more of a workshop day, but I was never looking so forward to coming home to my family, because I just knew that I came here for a reason, and it's to make myself better. It's personal development. So one of the scriptures that they use there is James 1, where it says, through your trials and the testing of your faith. And so we're really excited to come home. And we left like 4:30. Our flight was at 7. And we got to Dallas, Fort Worth Airport. And we're in there. And all of a sudden we checked in and everything. And all of a sudden our flight gets delayed. All right. God, you know we want to get home. But he's like, I still got something for you. And we're just watching. And we would get him around 1 o'clock in the morning. And then it got delayed. And then after it got canceled. Like, oh my word. Here we're in the middle of the night in Texas. And the second biggest airport in America. So we're like, what are we going to do? And here we find, that's how you know a man of God when you see him. And we met these two men. We never knew them. And we just met them. We started talking to them. So speaking to people has, it brought a connection. We had no idea who these guys, they were from South Carolina. And they were at a course, but not this, and their flight got canceled. So we hooked up with these guys, and we started talking. They saw we had Rise Up Kings on, and they wanted to know more about it. And we started connecting with them, and after we realized that they are believers, and we started sharing. And so we went to the line. It's a long line. We got to figure out what's going to happen to our flight. It's the middle of the night. I'm like, oh, my goodness, what are we going to do? I said, let's just get out of this airport. Like, this place is big. They're not bringing, all flights are being canceled. The only flights that are going out are the ones that are on the ground. They had something with the towers, the communication. I didn't want up in the air anyway if the towers ain't working. So they couldn't communicate with the planes, or there was a big miss out. So we got an Uber, and we got an Uber for 4 of us, cut the cost, because we had to go 3 hours down south to Houston to get to the airport. So that's a big Uber bill to go all the way down to Houston. And then we got the chance to share with these guys, And on the way down, Fridays, I had something just flare up. And I don't know what it was. It's fine now. But I had so much pain. I didn't know if I had a hiatal hernia or something. And I just kept praying. And on the way down there, we had stopped. And we were so tired. We got up at maybe 6 o'clock Friday morning. Now we're going to go to Houston. Everything's getting canceled. And our flight wasn't until like 9 o'clock the next morning. So anyway, I just was in the back seat just in pain. I had so much pain. And I just trusted God. Like, God, I don't know. Pain is the path. I guess that's what part of this is. And we need to persevere. So anyway, we did finally get on our flight. And we never got back till 6:30 that night back home instead of 1 o'clock in the morning. And I was so excited to see my family. And grown men cry. I cried like a baby. Like I was so broken. I was at the bottom and I hurt, my body hurt and everything. I'm like, God, I'm just so thankful to be back home with my family, my wife and children. And it's probably the most I ever saw their dad cry because I shared the video and I can share that with anybody that wants to watch it. But it is very intense. It's much more intense than what I thought. But I do encourage people to go to it if they're physically fit. There was older men there that, you would think they couldn't do it, but they did by being encouraged by other men. So, yeah, and all that said, it's still about him because it's not for everybody. It does not mean everybody that needs to go there. But God used me to go there for a reason, and I just want to share that with what I learned. But everybody else has a different journey. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward. John is actually going with my son. My son is going the same time, and I know of 3 other boys that are going the same time. So I bless you guys, and I'm so looking forward to when you get back. But God bless you.